If you are not where you want to be in your artistic career, in your life, in your finances, in your relationships, in your health, in your self-concept, in your experience of this physical world, this, my friend, my dear creative rebel, is a very good sign. It's indicative that you're here for more. It's indicative that you're here to spearhead, trailblaze, co-create the new artistic paradigm. Welcome to the game, my friend. It's a whole new multidimensional game. My goodness. Sometimes I need to step back and reflect and understand how I didn't logically choose any of this. I didn't cognitively say I want to be a practitioner of emotional freedom techniques or make these kinds of videos well, I did want to go study at a Russian theater school in Uzbekistan. That's what I really wanted to do. I am a dramatic artist and I became a dramatic artist there from, in depth in the Russian system where all Western acting comes from. I remember when I was working at a restaurant in New York and this very famous French-American chef, he's like, "Oh, what do you do?" I was like, "Well, I'm an actress." And he's like, "Okay." And I was like, "Yeah, I went to study at a Russian theater school in Uzbekistan." And he's like, "Oh, so you're a real actress." And not to say one is more real than the other, but let's open that conversation of depth, right? Hopefully, all my actor baddies and buddies have gone to some form of theater school, and that's part of their craft and consciousness and currency of their artistic instruments. But all this to say is that if you're not where you want to be, where you feel deep down in your soul you're meant to be, it's opening a gateway for you to co-create more. And I know how uncomfortable this can be. I know how confusing it can be. I know how messy it can be, but you're being called. You're literally being beckoned by higher dimensions of your soul to show up differently than you ever have before, because the old world is crumbling. I mean, just even reflecting on all of the constant chaos in this 3D experience of reality, you are being called to go deep within yourself, your soul, your subconscious, to explore other dimensions, to engage with the quantum field in terms of creating and manifesting, consciously manifesting your desires versus passively working towards them or following the linear path of this logical realm we call 3D reality. You're here to activate different resources to create different results that benefit all of the human collective. And this is something your soul signed up for. And maybe you've been on this path for decades. Hello, welcome. This is the community. And that is one of the pillars of the new artistic paradigm, is community. It's an ecosystem versus just different individuals on their own paths and pursuits, because with artistry especially, we feed off each other. It's collaborative. And up until now, capitalism, colonialism has kept us separate. It's kept us compartmentalized. It's kept us just in judgment and fear and lack and scarcity, instead of harnessing our innate creative power to make magic together. Make magic in art. Make magic on the planet. Make magic in relationships. Make magic in our finances. This is your birthright. This is our birthright. This is what we're here to do. And if you're watching this now, you're part of that. You're part of that. Your soul is a necessary seed and spark of this cycle, of this process. And if you're on the edge and the threshold of losing your fucking mind like I am right now, let it go. Let the mind go so a new one can be reborn. You're here to birth a new artistic paradigm. And that is no small thing, my friend. That is a mighty quest. And we're here to help each other. We're here to make this a collaborative process. What if it's not just about creating the thing or getting the role or booking the project or making the song or the piece of music, but in fact, it's the way we get there that is part of the artistry and masterpiece itself. When our life gets to become a living fucking masterpiece, is that not your highest artistic expression? Is that not just like a pure ecstatic celebration and revelation of the soul? Is that not what our true co-creative power, where it lies, so it can birth new worlds in a generative, playful, curious, experimental format? It's a laboratory. That's what my teachers always said. Welcome to your laboratory. This is a space for you to explore all parts of you, all parts of your artist, all parts of your artistic instrument. I'm talking imagination and fantasy. I'm talking voice. I'm talking body. I'm talking energy. I'm talking emotion. I'm talking spirit and subconscious. We're unlocking new gateways of the creative subconscious to create a new paradigm, new platform for not just artists to flourish, but all of humanity, because art is a fucking fundamental piece of our humanness. It's how we connect. Our capacity to tell stories, I mean, that's our most primal part of self. And up until now, the world has judged it very differently, which has also seeped into our own artistic and creative subconscious, saying it's a struggle, you won't make any money, it's really hard to be successful as an artist. This is bullshit. This is programming, this is conditioning, and I get how entrenched it is inside of you. It's in your tissues, it's in my tissues, it's in my ancestral line, it's in your ancestral line, it's in the collective consciousness. And so how do we get to deprogram, decondition, liberate that energy to actually use it to create more of the things we want? But even this unraveling from this conditioning gets to be a beautiful journey. It gets to be a form of artistic expression, which is why I love using tapping. Oh my goddess. We're literally releasing pain and trauma and hurt and heartache from our tissues on a cellular level, rewiring our brain, body, and nervous system subconscious to a perspective we actually want to be thinking, feeling, believing, and creating. Actually, one of the reasons I love the Dream Awake method so much is that it's deeply theatrical, it's deeply evocative, it's deeply visceral, and it's like supercharging your manifesting powers to like new fucking heights. But ultimately, you're here to pave a new way. You're here to do something your ancestors have been begging you to do. You are here to break through roadblocks, overcome obstacles, unlock parts of yourself, those codes and keys that have never fully before been tapped into. This is the moment to do that. And may this be the space to help you generate that, to help you come into contact with this sacred, soulful, magical part of you, so you can bestow it not just on your life, but on humanity's life. I mean, that's essentially one of the main principles of actor to artist. I get asked all the time, what do you mean actor to artist? Well, I mean that we don't just show up as an actor, and you don't have to be an actor. This doesn't have to relate to you as an actor. And ultimately, we're all actors in each other's games of life, right? We're all the world, as Shakespeare said, all the world's a stage. All men are merely players. Women, all genders are merely players. All entities, all energies, all, I want to play with the trees too. But ultimately, this isn't about being an actor for this to be relevant to you. This applies to your life. Because it's not just showing up as the actor, it's choosing to be the dramatic artist. It's choosing to step beyond where you're most comfortable. It's choosing to push your edge. It's choosing to love yourself when instead you've been self-punishing yourself. It's choosing to find collaboration versus competition and comparison. It's choosing to work from the body instead of the mind. It's choosing to follow the wish when logic is pulled pulling you otherwise. It's choosing to invoke, activate, and embody your highest self when the world wants to just pull you down. And it's a daily practice. It's a daily process. It's a daily commitment. It's a daily journey. And it's a daily fucking masterpiece, right? When we're releasing the old self and embodying the new. We're not just choosing to be actors, but we're activating our artistry in all levels of self, mind, body, spirit, energy, emotion. Mind, body, spirit, energy, emotion. Mind, body, spirit, energy, yeah. And when I think about the mind, yes, we get to use intellect to analyze, but ultimately when we're thinking of artistry, we think of imagination and fantasy. And that's fucking true for manifestation as well, by the way. You're not gonna logically figure out what you're here to call in. This is where our fantasies get activated. This is where our imaginations get invoked, and we drop into the feeling and sensations and textures and codes and colors and all the expression of having that thing in said moment now. So if you're frustrated with where you currently are, if you're confused why you have this massive, robust gift and calling and talent deep inside of you, and it hasn't been able to be fully expressed in the world or be fully recognized by the world or celebrated by the world or support you in terms of financial abundance, that's okay. You're here to do something no one has ever done before. To open and unlock and heal and transform and alchemize parts of yourself so you can pave a pathway for not just you, but the future generations. You're a rebel soul. You're a renegade. You're a visionary. You're a creative fucking baddie. So act like it. Own it. And own the messiness. Own the confusion. Own the what next step do I take? That's beautiful too. My God, we're so obsessed with the results. I'm not excluding myself from this. Wow. Oof. My default can be falling into self-punishment. That's a past form of self-sabotage, and I'm very much focused on deconditioning from that and just learning how to love myself every step of the way, celebrate myself every step of the way. I fall, great. I'm at rock bottom, okay. There's only upward I can go. I'm building my vessel to hold more light. I'm building my vessel to hold more financial abundance and success and recognition and notoriety and creativity and sustain it. You're not here to be a one-shot wonder or whatever that's called. You're here to build a sustainable crescendo of an artistic life. That's what your soul came here to do. So let's embrace the journey together. Let's embrace the hiccups. Let's embrace the detours. Let's embrace the fuck-ups. Let's embrace the revelations. Let's embrace the success. Let's embrace the triumphs. Let's embrace the obstacles. And again, this is what we get to do in tapping. Love all parts of us, accept all parts of us, own and honor and respect all parts of us. And ultimately, that's what releases the resistance. So much of our journey and suffering is created by that resistance to where we actually are and what we're actually feeling. And when we can bring love, compassion, and empathy and acceptance to that, we get to transform it, we transmute it, we alchemize it, we turn it back into our power. Yeah, I am whatever it is. I am stuck inside right now because the air is toxic. Great, I'm gonna accept that. I don't have enough money in my bank account to invest in this acting class. Great, how can I be an actor in my own home? I don't have, a connection to someone in the music industry and I wanna share my EP. How am I gonna do that now? I'm gonna find another way. You're here to co-create the new artistic paradigm. Yes, you are. And I know this echoes and resonates and reverberates in your soul, or else you wouldn't be here with me now. So declare in the comments below, I am here to spearhead the new artistic paradigm. I am here to be a revolutionary of consciousness, of creative consciousness. I am here to unlock new levels of the creative subconscious to bless my life and all of humanity's life. Yes, you fucking are. You are. Own it. Celebrate it. Make a mess with it. Make magic with it. You're a sculptor of your own divine, cosmic, and human experience. And I just cannot wait to see what else you create, what you can share with us, how we can create this ecosystem together that's generative and supportive and loving and cross-pollinates and just up-levels the other. How good can it get? What if that was our question? How good can it get? How good can it fucking get? How good can it get? Damn, I love having you here. If you're new, be sure to subscribe. If this resonates on a mind, body, soul level, give this a thumbs up. We're in this together. What a special fucking initiation and assignment. We're in this together. Share with a friend or family member who needs it most. And let me know what hits you most. I'll see you in the next video, superstar.